There are many food stories I want to share with you, and most often these food stories come up when I travel. And one of my favorite places that I sort of end up making stories of is my favorite city, that's Kolkata. And Kolkata, whenever I think about it, it just reminds me of its street food. So, and one of them is my favorite. The first time I ever had chillas was in Kolkata, and these chillas were sort of cooked in basin and with lots of onions that are topped on it, and they serve it along with a spicy green chutney and garlic chutney. It was lip-smacking delicious, and I always ended it with some soda shikanji. In today's Roast Khakana with Figaro olive oil, I'm going to be showing you how to make these delicious chillas. Maybe it might just not match up to that, but I'm going to show you how you can make it healthy. I'll give you ideas on what are the different things that you can add into it to make it healthier. So without wasting any time, let's just dive right in and start cooking. Now to begin making, I have some onions, green chilies and coriander here. I'm going to quickly chop them up. There are different ways that you can chop your onions. You can either finely chop it or slice it and add it on top of the chilla, but I like to add it into the chilla batter itself. So for that, finely chopped onions works really well. The chillas that you get in Kolkata, or I'm assuming anywhere else up in North India and the UP side, they're really spicy. I think it could be the chutney or the green chili that they use in it, or maybe a combination of both. So I'm just a person who likes to add a little bit of less chili in all my food. But if you like a lot of chilies, go ahead and add more green chilies and top it up with more spice. Okay, I'm gonna chop up the coriander leaves. Okay, now that I have this ready, I'm going to move this aside and going to make the batter for the chilla. Okay, keep it to the side, and that's the gram flour basin. And to this, I'm going to add in the chopped up onions, green chilies, and coriander. Okay, I'm just going to keep this to the side. And I have some freshly pounded fennel seeds, that's somph, right? And I like a little bit of coarseness to it, and it's not a fine powder. It adds that crunch, and plus the flavors just go in. I'm just going to add it in. It's roasted fennel seeds, and then the salt, and finally water. Taking a spoon and slowly mix it in. Okay, now to this I'm going to add some more water so it becomes a little bit smooth flowing. Okay, that's it. Now the batter is ready. Give it a quick taste. Salt is perfect. The chili is kicked in a little bit because I think these are strong chilies. So now I'm just going to show you how to cook it in the pan. A great way to check if a pan is hot is to sort of sprinkle some water, and if it sizzles away, then you know it's hot. And if it sort of sizzles away really briskly, then it's overheated. So turn the heat to low. Okay. So I'm going to turn the heat to low a bit and add in my chilla batter and spread it in. You can make it thin or thick. It's personally your choice. Okay, just going to leave it out there. And I'm going to be using some olive oil to cook the chilla. Just going to drizzle some olive oil. A lot of you have asked me, is cooking in olive oil good, or does it alter the taste? Well, there are two things here I want to address. Right, so one is this is pure olive oil that I'm cooking, so it doesn't really alter the taste of Indian cooking. It is a little different from its extra virgin olive oil, and it has the same nutrient benefits. It's low in fat and it's great for your heart. So really no reason to not use pure olive oil in cooking. So I'm just going to increase the heat a little bit and allow it to brown on the bottom, because chillas tend to be a little soft. And if you don't allow it to cook well, it can sort of break open. So I'm just going to wait until it cooks. So I'm going to flip the chillas over. Okay, there you go. Allow the chillas to cook well on the other side. So if you had added sliced onions on the top, they would get roasted well as well, and it'll taste really nice. And wait until the onions sort of caramel and turn brown and cooked. That's it. Just going to sort of spread it around and allow the other side also to brown and cook, and so all the onions that we added, green chilies that we added, all get cooked in. So now that our chillas are ready, I do have some green chutney with me, and I'm ready to serve and take a bite of it. Okay, I'm just going to do one last flip. Perfect. Now I think it's ready to be served, don't you think? The way they serve chillas in that street corner that I told you is in those palm leaves, and it comes out hot and soft, and they just simply smear some spicy green chutney and garlic chutney over it, and they add more sliced onions on the top, fold it in, and then just give it to us. Isn't that lovely? You must try this dish at home. It is really nice. And what more, it's cooked in olive oil, and it's gram flour, it's high in protein, and it's great for health. Other things that you can add to it is pureed spinach. You can add paneer, and maybe as a stuffing, and roll it up and serve it as an appetizer. Or if you don't want paneer, you can also add tofu. You can do a lot of different things, fun things, to make it more interesting. So do try this recipe out, and do let us know how you liked this dish. We'll be looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. And we'll be coming up with more such Rose Ka Khana recipes with Figaro Olive Oil. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.